All right, so we got the survivor here. This tree's intense. So, as you can see, they tried to cut it, but it survived. So, hence the name Survivor right here. Wow, it's big. And this one has an opening. So, you guys know what I'm gonna do. Look at those cuts. It almost looks like mouths. Wow. This tree's intense. Whew. I'm tired because it was a little bit of a steep walk. So I'm gonna show you guys something. So you see these blue things here? There's another blue one here. Right here. Okay. That's the purple one. So that means that's the purple trail. And then this is the blue trail right here. And that's the continuation of the rest of the blue trail onto Forest Road. So, somebody put a rock up there? That's funny. Huh, funny. Wow. Survivor! I'm a survivor! Oh. Monster! In a good way. Savage! Woo! In a good way. Ooh. Gotta be really small to fit in here. Oh, somebody put a rock there. Don't cut me anymore. See this side? Wow. Look at the rest of the logs here. Alright. So I've been speaking with people from Russia and the Ukraine, and a few months ago someone from Russia told me that they couldn't go on Skype because the government, there were sanctions against what the government was doing there. So, and then some people even lost their job, and they were looking for a new one because the companies decided not to do business in Russia anymore. But they did give them like a benefits package, so not all was lost. But I spoke with people from the Ukraine, and yeah, well, even people from Russia, they left because like they're being forced to join the military and to to participate in the war, and a lot of them don't want to do it, so they just leave. And I spoke with people, they like drove to Poland. They drove to Moldova, actually. Yeah, it was Moldova first, and then Poland. And they told me that basically the Russian military is going in on the Ukrainians. They're going into their houses. They're stealing their washing machines. Like this is not from stores. Like they're stealing people's washing machines in their houses. And they're even stealing not just the underwear in their drawers, but the underwear they have on. Like I made sure to ask. I'm like, are they just stealing the underwear like that's in the drawer with all the clothes? They're like, no, even the underwear they have on. And they're putting it on the tanks, and they're sending it back to their hometown, because they're, I guess they're poor. The people that they forced to join the military or that they recruited are really poor, and yeah, they just give it to whoever they can, right? Their family members or whoever. And yeah, That's what they're doing. They're going into houses and doing that. So I asked them like how many people have died so far. They're like, oh well, like Ukrainians like at least 200,000, Russians like at least 150,000. So like I asked them if like they're doing the bombings everywhere, and they said yes, it's everywhere. It might have just been in one spot at first, but it's everywhere now. And I asked like how is this being justified like to the people, right? What are they telling the people? So you know what the government's telling them? The government of Russia is telling the Russian people. They're saying, well, that land there that we're trying to take, full of Nazis. So that's what the government is saying to justify it. So doesn't that ring a bell? How Trudeau just called us, white supremacists and terrorists and all of that. So it's the same old story, time and time again. And just like, I don't know, like somebody even told me that that's what they did to Hitler. So they made Hitler look like a white supremacist when he was really only trying to protect Germany. But I don't know if there's any truth to that, but I don't know, the way they're just calling everybody Nazis nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if they called Hitler a Nazi when Hitler wasn't even a bad guy. But I don't know if there's any truth to that. I asked him like, what happened to people's homes? Like, do they have insurance? Did they get insurance money or anything like that? He's like, well, no, most people don't have insurance because it's like really expensive, and they're too poor. Like only rich people have insurance, and even at that, the insurance companies don't cover losses of homes when there's a war. Like if it gets bombed, they just don't cover it. So you're on your own basically. The stealing of underwear happens in Brazil as well. My friend went to Brazil, and his friend was there for a long time, and his friend told him that people like steal other people's underwear on the street. Like they'll take their jeans, take everything they have, and take their underwear as well, because it's like designer, or even if it's not designer, they'll take it. It's still something.